Again, and it's time for the latest edition of Push or Pass. And this week, it's a big one. We got Chris Jericho. The guy's been everywhere. ECW, WCW, New Japan, WWE, and of course, AEW, where he was the very first world champion.
Yeah, and Jericho's career is one of the most unique ever. He's constantly reinvented himself. He's been at the top in multiple eras, and now he's even still a major player in AEW. Sorry, that came out weird.
Oh, you're good. But here's the twist. His AEW contract might be winding down. It definitely is. There's not a maybe. Here's the
Oh
here's
yeah,
here's the maybe. And the talk is he could be heading back to WWE. So the question's simple: push or pass. Well, before we talk about whether we're going to push or pass, in our opinion, we're going to go down the facts. You want to run us down that, Dave?
yeah. So he debuted in the WWE in '99 with his famous Y2J countdown, interrupting The Rock,
Amazing.
and The Rock famously told Y2J that he had a KY jelly plan and was going to use that to lube his boot and put it somewhere that Y2J wasn't going to like. You should definitely watch that. It's pretty good.
It's great.
They let him before I jump into the rest of this stuff. Had so much faith in Jericho. They let him debut against The Rock in a
Yeah.
promo.
Yeah, it was amazing, and he nailed it. And they started trusting him more over time. It was some good stuff.
Yeah. It was like a sink or swim moment for him, and he flourished. But anyway, his first ever undisputed WWE championship, and he used to love to tell people this in his promos. He beat The Rock and Steve Austin in the same night in
Yep.
2001. That was one of my favorite. Anytime that he was a heel, I beat The Rock and Steve Austin in the same night. He'd just be telling people that shit.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
good.
great. Six-time world champion in WWE, multiple intercontinental and tag reigns, first AEW World Champion in 2019, pivotal in establishing AEW's credibility. I can't really talk for some reason. AEW factions, the Inner Circle and the Jericho Appreciation Society, and we have the Learning Tree more recently, which was probably the weakest of the three. I don't know whose idea, if that was his or Tony's, but
It was his.
oh no. Major AEW feuds. He had John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, MJF, Orange Cassidy. It's kind of a shame with some of the other big names that have been through AEW that, you know, those names are not on that list.
Yeah,
Whatever. He still tours with Fozzy while wrestling. Contract reportedly is near the end, and the speculation about a WWE return and Hall of Fame induction, has been intensifying as of late.
absolutely. Yeah, there's a little bit of the update on it, but so you know, mine's kind of like a two-angle thing here, and I think you'll kind of agree with this. If it's to go back to AEW, if he's not going to be commentary, if he's not going to be a backstage role, he should not be going back to that company. He doesn't need to be featured on AEW television anymore. The people that are on, nobody that works with him has gotten over. No one. It leaves a stink on everybody. It's the Jericho Vortex. It's everybody knows about it. Um, there's a
It's
lot.
like working with the Fiend.
There's a lot that he could do in the back, or on. I think he does a great job on commentary. He's better than most of the guys that they have doing it right now. He's
Definitely.
he's excited, he's interested, and he's knowledgeable about what he's talking about. He's Chris Jericho. He loves to talk about himself. He's a great heel. He could do a great promo or great face commentary. But if you were to go to WWE under some conditions, I would say push the guy because he would it would be do great. Now you can't do it with Cena, and you might have to wait a little bit. But his retirement tour should be over there. He could work with a lot of guys, and with the way WWE presents it, because it's not up to Jericho or Tony Khan, people would get over from working with him. I feel like a lot of guys could learn from him, and in his maybe last year, 2 years, the retirement tour could be something special. If it's something akin to Ric Flair's retirement match over there, I'm all in. So if that's what we're going for in WWE, push the guy. AEW backstage role, the same, but if it's on screen, no, or if it's on screen in a wrestling manner, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to be wrestling at all, he need this, and I have to assume this is his final in-ring contract coming up. he needs to finish up in WWE, go through the Hall of Fame and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made and a lot of stuff he could do there. I mean, he could opt to stay in AEW and take on more of a backstage role and stuff like that. But I just, if he's fishing for legacy points, you know, and I mean, AEW could pay him more money than WWE could be willing to. I mean,
They will.
That's a reality.
100%.
Tony Khan will back that Brinks truck right up to his house.
If it's just about money, he'll be back in AEW.
I would say push if he does WWE, and I like you were saying, pass on the AEW unless he's just going to be like doing some backstage. You know, he's like Christopher Daniels now or something. Maybe we'll see him come out sometimes, but he's not really doing anything. Backstage.
He has been great at reinventing himself, and it looks like he's in shape right now from what I've seen on Twitter, but that can go away within a couple weeks with him. He's like Oprah. He blows up and thins very fast. But Jericho's forgotten more about... I know he's older.
He's just getting old.
Yeah, but Jericho's forgot more about wrestling than most of somebody like Braun Breaker has ever learned, and I think it just... there's a lot of stuff to do there, and I'd be excited to see him go back because his style is a WWE style. It just is. He's a sports entertainer. That gimmick that he was doing over there, it's legit what he is, and I think it would be good for everybody. I think it would be good for WWE, and that being said, we can go ahead and wrap up our push or pass segment.